What's shaking, shady spotlight crew? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely on fire today, and we've got the hottest, most unmissable updates dropping right here, right now. We're diving deep into stories that are making waves, sparking conversations, and redefining the landscape. From legendary artists dropping never-before-heard tracks to iconic albums celebrating monumental anniversaries, and even some legendary musicians reflecting on their incredible journeys, this is the content you need to see. Don't blink, don't miss a second, because you're about to get the inside scoop on what everyone will be talking about. We're breaking down the biggest moments, the most surprising revelations, and the stories that truly matter. So buckle up, hit that like button, and get ready for your daily dose of absolute fire. Let's get into it. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on so you never miss an update. First up, a true music titan is treating fans to a rare gem. We're talking about a previously unreleased outtake from an album that defined a generation, surfacing exactly 50 years after its initial release. This track, once deemed not good enough by management, is now seeing the light of day, complete with modern touches while keeping the raw, original magic intact. It's a historical moment for music lovers, offering a fresh listen to a classic era. Next, we're sitting down with a legendary voice to unpack a career that spans decades and genres. This icon is opening up about epic battles for creative control, the enduring power of his classic hits, and how his music continues to resonate with new generations. We'll explore his reflections on songwriting, the surprising longevity of his anthems, and his thoughts on fellow musical giants. It's a deep dive into the mind of a true American artist. And finally, we're heading back to the Jersey Shore to explore the enduring legacy of a landmark album celebrating its golden anniversary. We'll uncover why this record, born out of pressure and ambition, became more than just music. It became a cultural touchstone, a pilgrimage for fans, and a timeless anthem for restless souls. Get ready for the stories behind the sound that changed everything. You won't want to miss this. Smash that like button, subscribe for more, and ring that bell. Born to Run turns 50, unearthing a lost gem. Get ready for a sonic time capsule. 50 years ago, an album dropped that didn't just change music, it changed lives. And to celebrate this monumental half-century mark, a legendary artist is gifting us a piece of history, a previously unreleased outtake titled Lonely Night in the Park. This track hails from the very sessions that birthed the iconic Born to Run back in May 1975, recorded at the famed record plant in New York. Imagine, this song was so close to making the final cut, but ultimately it was shelved. The reason? A blunt assessment from former manager and co-producer Mike Appel, who famously dismissed the material as sh*T. Ouch. For years, this song existed only in the shadows of bootlegs and was a rare treat, heard only once on SiriusXM's E Street Radio in 2005 for the album's 30th anniversary. But now, it's back, enhanced with modern overdubs that respect Springsteen's original vocals, preserving that raw, authentic sound. This release isn't just about one song, it's part of a larger celebration of Born to Run's enduring impact. The festivities include a symposium at Monmouth University featuring E Street Band members and music historians, a special concert, and a new book chronicling the making of this masterpiece. It's a deep dive into the creative process and the sheer force of will that brought Born to Run to the world. Don't go anywhere, because we're about to explore the incredible journey of another music icon. We're diving into the career and reflections of John Fogerty. The Hank Williams of his generation, John Fogerty reclaims his classics. Get ready for a story of perseverance and artistic triumph. Decades before modern-day disputes, music legend John Fogerty found himself in a protracted battle, a tale as old as the industry itself. An artist losing control of his own creations. For years, Fogerty wrestled with Saul Zaentz over the rights to the songs he penned with Creedence Clearwater Revival. This wasn't just a legal squabble. It was a deeply personal journey that fractured relationships, including with his own brother, and even led him to step away from music for a time. But in 2023, after a long and arduous fight, justice prevailed. Fogerty finally regained ownership of the anthems that defined a generation, hits like Have You Ever Seen the Rain, Proud Mary, and Fortunate Son. Bruce Springsteen himself hailed Fogerty as the Hank Williams of his generation, a testament to his profound impact. Now, at 80 years old, Fogerty is celebrating this hard-won victory with Legacy, the Creedence Clearwater Revival Years, John's version, an album where he re-records 20 of his most beloved CCR hits. In a candid conversation, Fogerty reflects on revisiting these classics. He expresses admiration for the tight structure of the original recordings, noting the lack of wasted space and the focused delivery. He shares that for every song released, he wrote 10 more, a testament to his rigorous creative process. Fogerty admits he never anticipated the enduring relevance of his songs, especially classics like Born on the Bayou and Fortunate Son, which continue to be played decades later. He recounts how Proud Mary was a pivotal moment, being the first song that truly came from his own feelings and experiences, embodying his love for America. He also fondly recalls Tina Turner's electrifying cover of Proud Mary, appreciating how she brought a new dimension to the track. Discussing topical songs like Fortunate Son, Fogerty expresses amazement at their continued relevance, particularly referencing how the song's themes mirrored political figures. He reflects on his own life, noting that he's remained largely the same person, which allows him to still proudly stand by the meaning of his songs. Fogerty also touches on the societal divisions today, comparing them to the generational divides of the late 60s, and expresses admiration for young people speaking out. He also shares his respect for fellow artists like Bruce Springsteen and Bob Dylan, acknowledging their unique evolutions and lasting impact. Stay tuned, because we're heading back to the Jersey Shore to explore another iconic anniversary. We're talking about the 50th anniversary of Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run and its impact on New Jersey. Hold on tight, because the story of Born to Run is far from over. Next, we're exploring how this album continues to speak to a new generation, even 50 years later. Asbury Park's anthem, Born to Run at 50. 50 years ago, Bruce Springsteen unleashed lyrics that would become an anthem for dreamers and wanderers. "'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run." Released on August 25, 1975, Born to Run wasn't just Springsteen's third album. It was the rocket fuel that launched him from a beloved East Coast musician playing local haunts like the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, New Jersey, to a global superstar. The album's platinum status, certified 7 times by the RIAA, is a testament to its massive success. But why does this album, and Springsteen himself, resonate so profoundly with the people of New Jersey? Eileen Chapman, director of the Bruce Springsteen Archives and Center for American Music at Monmouth University and an Asbury Park City Council member, offers insight. In the 1970s, Asbury Park was a vibrant Jersey Shore community, its boardwalk buzzing with rides and music venues. The Stone Pony, situated directly across from the boardwalk, became a legendary spot where people from all over gathered to hear music. Springsteen, already a rising star on the East Coast, was deeply connected to this scene, having started in local coffee houses. While his earlier albums, Greetings from Asbury Park, NJ, and The Wild, the Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle, had already garnered attention, Born to Run propelled him into an entirely new stratosphere. The album's success was remarkable, especially considering the lack of initial support from his record label, Columbia Records. There were even internal discussions suggesting they focus promotional efforts on another rising artist, Billy Joel, rather than Springsteen, whose first 2 albums hadn't met sales expectations. In response, Springsteen's manager, Mike Appel, took matters into his own hands, personally sending handmade cassette tapes to radio DJs, effectively building grassroots momentum from Asbury Park outward. Chapman recounts a personal memory of hearing Born to Run on the radio for the first time while standing on Ocean Avenue, near the Stone Pony. A car stopped at a red light providing the impromptu playback. Even today, Springsteen and the E Street Band are seen as local heroes. Chapman notes that many visitors to Asbury Park cite their pilgrimage as fans wanting to see the places Springsteen wrote about, creating a powerful, enduring connection between the artist, his music, and the Jersey Shore. The album has transformed Asbury Park into a destination for fans seeking to walk in Springsteen's footsteps, solidifying its status as a cultural landmark. But the legacy of Born to Run extends beyond its geographical roots. We're exploring how its themes of hope, fear, and escape continue to captivate young audiences today. Born to Run, a 50-year bridge to youthful angst. Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run album, now celebrating its 50th anniversary, continues to strike a chord with young adults, proving that its exploration of faith, doubt, and the search for meaning remains remarkably relevant. The album's enduring appeal to younger generations is no surprise, given that Springsteen himself was in his early 20s, navigating a significant crossroads when he penned these songs. As biographer Peter Ames Carlin details in Tonight in Jungleland, the making of Born to Run, the album was born out of intense pressure. Facing the threat of being dropped by Columbia Records after his first two albums failed to achieve commercial success, Springsteen poured all his ambition and frustration into creating a hit. Born to Run became the lifeline that saved his career and launched him into international stardom, but its creation was marked by desperation and uncertainty. The album masterfully captures the emotional and spiritual turbulence of young adulthood with striking accuracy. For many, like recent college graduates, the struggle to balance aspirations with anxieties, find fulfillment in careers and relationships, and navigate self-doubt is a familiar experience. The album's opening track, Thunder Road, immediately sets a tone of hopeful escape, with the protagonist urging Mary to flee a town full of losers and embrace the magic in the night. Yet, this initial optimism gradually gives way to a more complex emotional landscape. In Backstreets, the failure of a relationship mirrors the protagonist's struggle against a harsh world, leading to tears of faithlessness as they realize they are just like all the rest. The theme of restlessness is powerfully embodied in the title track, Born to Run, where escaping the hometown death trap becomes an existential necessity, a desperate need to make it good somehow, and find a place where they can walk in the sun. Beyond the surface narrative, music critic John Landau proposed an interpretation of the album's arc as analogous to the life of Jesus, from the initial leap of faith with Mary to the raw emotional release in Jungleland, which Landau saw as a symbolic crucifixion. Springsteen himself reportedly found this interpretation fitting. Whether viewed through a spiritual lens or as a raw depiction of youthful struggle, Born to Run delves into profound questions. The final track, Jungleland, with its tragic ending for the character, the rat, leaves listeners pondering the ultimate meaning of their struggles and whether hope ultimately triumphs over despair. The album's strength lies in its honest portrayal of uncertainty, offering comfort without easy answers. It suggests that even in moments of apparent defeat, there is a promise of continuation. 50 years on, the emotional complexity and raw honesty of Born to Run ensure its continued resonance, a timeless testament to the enduring human spirit. And that's a wrap on our deep dives for today. We'll be right back with a quick recap and all the ways you can stay connected. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on today's Shady Spotlight. We heard a rare outtake from Bruce Springsteen celebrating 50 years of Born to Run. John Fogerty reclaimed his legendary CCR catalog and reflected on his incredible career. And we explored the lasting impact of Born to Run on New Jersey and a new generation. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the show, subscribe for more exclusive content, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. Let us know your favorite song from Born to Run in the comments below, and follow us on all social media platforms at Shady Spotlight for behind-the-scenes action and more. We'll see you next time.